first started thinking about doing a speech about myself, I first wanted to start by telling you about an experience that has shaped the person that I am today. It all started when I was 13 years old. I had a passion and curiosity for the French language and culture. I always had this dream of going to France and learning to speak French. I was already attracting this experience into my life. I remember when I turned 13 years old, someone very close to me bought me a book about France. And then when I was in high school, in my French class, I did a project and I created a map of Paris. And to my surprise, 6 years later, I was visiting all those places. So the moment finally came. I was studying in FIU and I decided to complete a study exchange program for 6 months in Paris, France. I was very nervous and excited to embark in this new journey. I was only 21 years old and was leaving my family and friends by myself, going to a different country, and just not knowing what to expect. It was a very challenging experience. I only had 10 days to figure out where I was going to live, and then after the orientation, I had to figure out in which university I was going to enroll in and what classes to take, and it was just all very different from what I was used to in FIU, which is all very, very easy. There it was kind of hard. And it was just a very culture shock for me. But all this whole experience has made me today a more confident person and more independent. And just meeting new people from different places, traveling all around the world, has made me a more well-rounded person. So now that I have just told you about an experience that I always cherish, I want to now tell you more about my family. And because if it wasn't for my family, I would have never done this. And so where I came from, I was born in Valencia, Venezuela. When I came to the United States when I was 12 years old. And I feel very fortunate because all my family lives here from my mother's, my mother's side of the family lives here. And so I feel very supportive all the time, and that's what has made me always make the decisions that I want to make. So now that I have told you about my family, my background, I want to share about my career and my experiences. So I graduated from FIU with a bachelor's in business management and a minor in French. My first job out of college was with a marketing company. I did customer service, and it taught me a lot about how to speak with clients on the phone. And then I moved on, and I did a role in human resources, which was very challenging because I had to create a human resources department by myself. There was nothing in human resources. And so that also was a very challenging experience. And now that I have worked in 2 different places and have done some research, now I see that my dream is to work in higher education. So I'm currently pursuing that dream and applying to jobs for higher education, and hopefully I will start my master's soon. Well, I just wanted to leave you and say that just how how I accomplished my dream of living in France, that everything is possible in life, and that I'm going to continue following my dreams. Thank you.